working extra hard underneath the offensive boards. They were killed in that department in the first half.
Oh, look out. Miller will lose it. He will lose it.
That was an unforced error on the part of Willie Miller. But I think they're feeling the pressure.
Right now, especially since San Miguel is starting to knock on that door. That 25-point lead is gone.
Looking like a 2-3 zone defense being played here by Barangay Ginebra.
Nice interception by El Tubian. Here comes Tubit. Tubit, he's going all the way here. Tubit on the move. Last minute pass. Rudy Hatfield will score.
What a kamikaze drive there by Ronald Tubit. He sacrificed his body to give up that pass. A beautiful pass. Watch it right there. He went down hard, but he wanted to make sure of that pass.
Back in a moment. Manalo took 3 and scored her first win against San Miguel, not just in this series, but for the entire conference. 4 na laro, 4 na talo, but they're hoping to change all of that with a victory tonight. There's Peña working hard inside, tipping para kay Jay Washington.
Multiple attempts at the basket that time for San Miguel.
And you can certainly feel the concern para dito sa Ginebra. Now here's El Tubian from the corner. Rebound Washington. He's on the move. Washington. Whoa, bad pass. A miscommunication and misunderstanding there sa pagitan ni Paul Artadi and Washington.
Well, he's usually the recipient in the transition for the finish. That time, he was the giver. Oh. Should have been Paul Artadi bringing up the ball.
The receiver suddenly became the sender. And nagkalito-lituan na sila. Now here's Tubit, a long one. In and out. San Miguel really controlling the boards in the last few minutes.
You know, Barangay Ginebra's hit 61% from the floor in the first half. And now the law of averages catching up to the Kings.
Paul Artadi will sit down, but he'll get a lot of high fives on that bench as we check our Phoenix drive of the game. He was the man of the house at halftime, and now he was the man of the moment at the start of the third. Paul Artadi was the big difference. That's why San Miguel is back in this ball game. Maring di na nga bumalik si Artadi sa larong ito eh. But he has done his job.
Oh yeah. Quality minutes and he sparked that uprising. He was the momentum changer.
Here's Artadi. Ang dami niya nakuha ang mga high five when he went back to the bench for a job well done. And Mr. Machete, Eric Menk, is back in the ball game. 10-point lead para sa Ginebra with 5:17 remaining dito sa third quarter. Miller, baseline. Miller for 2. At may kasama pang foul on that drive.
Well, Miller got hit in the face. You see if they're wincing.
Ayun, may gumalaw sa kanyang killer kilay.
Well, you also saw that Jay Washington backed off. He's got 3 personal fouls. Kanya nakawala dun si Willie Miller after he escaped from Arwin Santos.
And it was Arwin Santos who committed the foul. Arwin now with 3 personal fouls in this game.
That's not a good foul given up by JC Intal.
5 minutes remaining dito sa third quarter. Labang pa rin ng Ginebra, 61-49. Washington against Hatfield. That has been the matchup from the start. And up and under by Washington won't work.
And good help there by JC Intal. Washington did give the ball over to Arwin Santos.
Here's Intal for 3.
Haba ngayon ang field goal percentage ng Ginebra.
Here's Cabagnot, sets up Washington, open shot. That's
yes.
a three. And Washington finally in double figures with 11 points. But make no mistake about it, siya po'y pinapahirapan ng Ginebra defense. Now here's Hatfield, and he answers back.
Oh, tit for tat. By the way, that lead was down to a single digit before that three-pointer coming from the H-bomb.
Here's Washington again, and Cabagnot has the ball with 12 on the shot clock. Hounded by Helterbrand. And here's Peña. Peña almost scores. There was a problem in the switch there, and Intal ending up trying to defend Dorian Peña.
Well, a big gamble there in the part of Eric Meng. He got away from, he moved away from Dorian Peña, and that was a three-pointer coming from Washington, and the retaliation three-pointer coming from the H-bomb.
That was Hatfield's second three-pointer of the ball game.
Here's Dorian Peña. Got the bounce.
At Augustine telling Dorian Peña to use his knees.
We should tell that to Arvin Santos. He doesn't use any
Well,
knees.
he doesn't need it.
Let's see if he follows Atos' advice. No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
And he missed. And he missed.
$64-53. Lamang po ang Ginebra dito sa game number 3. Best of 7 po ang labanan natin sa semifinals. Here's Helterbrand, hounded by two defenders. Hatfield for three. No, not that time. Not that time. It goes over the backboard. But he's shooting that three-pointer with a lot of confidence. It's not really part of his game, but if he's open, he's going to take it.
Well, if I were Rudy Hatfield, I'd concentrate trying to get Jay Washington and picking up his fourth personal foul instead of throwing up those outside shots.
Here's Cabagnot, shot clock down to 10. San Miguel down by 11 points. And a wily move by Cabagnot. Battle for the rebound. Menk gets it. Takbo ng Ginebra dito. Here comes Kagiwa. Kagiwa steps on the brakes. Kagiwa, what will he do? He still has the ball. He fires away and scores.
Yes. In double figures now. Somehow dyan mo maaasahan si Mark Kagiwa, no? When there's space, when they're playing speedball, Mark Kagiwa comes through and delivers.
Oh, look at that all beef battle at the post. Make laban kay Peña. Shot clock down to 5. Washington for 3. And Kagiwa with a Kalawit rebound.
And there's going to be a foul. I think it might be on Ontiveros. That will be number 4 on Dondon.
Did I just say that? Did I just say that? Kagiwa with a Kalawit rebound.
Yeah.
And here's Kagiwa on offense, pulling up. That short stab has worked well for Kagiwa. There's the Kalawit rebound for Mark the Spark. He got it. I mean, he got it. He got that Kalawit rebound cleanly.
And he also got that foul from Dondon Ontiveros. Even as he was holding down Ontiveros, and Ontiveros was saying, mukha yata na utakan ako dito.
Pang-apat na yan, laban kay Dondon. Meantime, here's Helterbrand. Helterbrand from 15. Can't get the bounce. 2 minutes remaining dito sa third quarter. Ontiveros for 3. Yes, sir!
A new man on the floor for San Miguel Beer, Mick Penisi.
San Miguel now, a very stubborn customer, does not want to go away. But Ginebra continues to keep the Beermen at bay. Willie Miller with 13 points. Less than 2 minutes remaining dito sa third quarter. Cabagnot firing away. That was a tough shot laban kay Helterbrand.
Mac doing a lot of damage here off the boards.
Now here's Menk, top of the key, over to Hatfield. Hatfield, Helterbrand wants that ball. Shot clock down to 10. Helterbrand, yes sir, that's a through.
And he didn't give up. Helterbrand, I think, might have missed, I think, 3 straight consecutive attempts. Finally got it to go down.
You know Ginebra wants to win this game. You know Ginebra needs to win this game, to make this a series, a real one. Hindi pa na natalo ang San Miguel in the conference as we enter this Handy Fix 30-second timeout. Brought to you by Handy Fix, ang first aid ng bahay mo, Bonzol and Seals All.
You know, that shot of J.J. Helterbrand, that was loaded with heart. He had missed consecutive shots. He didn't want to let the Barangay Ginebra fans down. He wanted to make sure that he had a good, clean attempt. He knew a three-point basket at that stage would be big. And sure enough, he knocked it down. 6 points now for J.J. Helterbrand. 2 3-point conversions. And J.J. has been having a really explosive series. Helterbrand averaging 6.5 points in this series. A nice suspension in midair there by Jay Washington, able to get the foul from Eric Mink.
Two free throws para kay Jay Washington.
And Jay Wash staying clear of his 4th personal foul.
And foul trouble can, it can really mess up a player's aggressiveness even on offense.
Oh yes. And not only that, the rotation. It really messes up a coach's rotation if he can't use his usual players because someone is in foul trouble or a couple of guys are in foul trouble. Makes a big difference in their matchups.
Now we were really interested to find out how Ginebra would disrupt the domination of Jay Washington in this series. Rudy Hatfield certainly doing a credible job silencing Washington relatively. Cross-court pass here para kay Miller. Miller off the glass. It's good. A strong finishing kick by Ginebra here in the third.
You know, this is a very different combination on the floor for Coach Joseph Echico as Arwin Santos getting it to fall inside. That's a 3.
That three-pointer has been a weapon of choice for San Miguel in the semifinals.
Fast and furious on the floor, but paired with Willie Miller, not Tubit.
Natagiwa creating, firing, missing. Benisi with a rebound. Arwin Santos on the move. No! No! Almost, but not quite. He had time. He had the look. He did not get the basket at the buzzer to end the third quarter. Nevertheless, San Miguel is back in this ball game. Ginebra on top 73-61. The fourth quarter coming right up. Tug of war continues between Ginebra and San Miguel. The Beermen lead the series 2-0. And join the PBA Referees Academy to be among the elite group of game officials working the PBA. Application forms are available at the PBA office and at our Facebook account. And the deadline for submission of application has been extended to January 31. Now let's go to Margo Vargas.
Coach, back in 2007, also at the Philippine Cup, the Beermen were at the exact same scenario as tonight's game, but the difference is you're on top of the team now. What should you do to put a stop to the Gin Kings?
Anyway, we have to match their energy. So, but now, we're back on the game. We cut down by 12 at yung 20 nila. So, kailangan, we continue our playing defense and have aggressiveness.
Thank you, Coach. Back to you, Miko and Canito.
San Miguel will try to use top-notch defense and a lot of aggressiveness para makumpleto ang kanilang comeback dito sa second half.
I thought that was a good move by Danny Siegel earlier, except he didn't get the shot.
Here's Helterbrand, handoff Tagiwa. It's a different version, a very different version of the Fast and the Furious, but it still worked.
Well, you see Helterbrand very aggressive in punching the ball. See the way he was moving inside. I wasn't really sure whether he was looking to score or to create a situation where he could pass off to Mark Tagiwa. But he was very aggressive going against Alex